Hello everyone, today we will talk about the transit of Saturn. Transiting Saturn is in opposition to natal Saturn. How transiting Saturn will behave in opposition to natal Saturn depends on the position of natal Saturn. This transit may be more prominent in your life if you already have planets aspecting your natal Saturn. But the basics are as follows. The outcome of the transit of Saturn opposite your natal Saturn depends on how you have handled your life over the past 14 years and what you have done with the decisions you made when Saturn was conjunct Saturn at your Saturn return. So now, the mood is conservative, calm, reflective, and philosophical, and it seems to you that there is a fundamental conflict between your life goals and what you are currently doing. You probably want to test your worldly status and your ability to pursue your heart's desire on your own terms. But it is important to look at what happened to you during these years because it can greatly affect how you feel right now and the right direction you will take in the future. The period is extremely significant and very challenging, but it will help you to get your life back on track. You have moved away from your daily presentations, and turned to maintaining the general flow of your life. Along the way, you're likely to encounter a major obstacle or two. You will actively seek to break away from them, to break away from the comfort of who you are and what you are familiar with, be it your current job, family, spouse, or social civic activities. And if in the previous period you did not face and solve the problems in your life, it will be much more difficult for you now. You will now receive ample evidence as to whether what you have since done or should have done was worth it. This cycle will occur once in your adult life, at around age 44 to 45, it will also occur at age 14 to 15, and again in your mid-70s. But the key moment of the whole cycle is when you were approaching the age of 30, you made very important changes in your life, changes that put you on a new path. Then you were very concerned about your responsibilities to the important people in your life, and you gave a special gift or provided practical help to your parents, spouse, or children. You presented yourself in a certain way. Now overcoming that will require some of you to change what you are doing. Similarly, relationships that you haven't worked on or cut out of your life now prove to be even more difficult during this time and can end in a complete break that will be felt with much greater force. You will get more responsibility and the opportunity to show what you can do. There will be a series of doors that open for you to continue your growth with huge blocks that constantly make you question what went wrong, be it with work, love, or family obligations. If you were truly satisfied with your decision from before, you will have the opportunity to reach a new level of success and personal fulfillment. You will feel very strongly that the relationship itself is already doing its job. If not, you'll decide it's over after many years. Simply tolerating greater autonomy and a greater level of individual difference between you and the other person. Alternatively, you will have to get rid of the main goal in life. But as we said, if you have built your reputation and character on a solid work history and record, this can be an immensely rewarding and emotionally charged time. The very reach of the pinnacle of success for which you will now have to be more responsible. The result of the last 14 years, when you said to the world, "This is who I am," and now the world responds to you with the consequences of what you are. Obligations that have been delayed for some time. Arrears. You had forgotten that they could go out at this point. Don't even try to avoid them. Pay off loans, debts, and return favors owed to others, as others may become very conflicted at this time, they will not accept your authenticity. Especially if you mostly struggled to give your presentation, filling your commitments with lies, half-truths, and indecision. Others will now test it and challenge your position and authority, and only the strongest will survive. It would be best to evaluate the value of your work and goals, and make a decision whether you should continue or just let these things go. Do not despair, invest your time and money in realistically looking at what you really should have done. If you were previously too much of a coward to take on bigger challenges and are now unhappy, you will now be better prepared to take on those challenges. It's never too late, it's important to do it and feel fulfilled and satisfied. Either answer will be appropriate, depending on your situation. This time represents the culmination of your midlife crisis that began around age 40, when you likely experienced upheaval and disruption in your life. Now you can put the pieces back into place, but with a better perspective on what direction is really best for your ultimate fulfillment.